So Greenland Migration, we're gonna hop right into this. You guys know why you're here. We're doing a movie review. Now, I want to start off by saying I like the idea of returning to a world that was post-apocalyptic, right? And I think a series that does this very well is the Planet of the Apes movies. That story, I mean, obviously we're leading to kind of the original, but it's world building. You get to see aspects of how everything's changing. They do big time jumps. And with Greenland Migration, that kind of itch is there. Like, it's cool to return to that world 5 years after the fact, but it's only been 5 years, and it's kind of like, okay, well, what story can develop? What can we add to this with just in a 5 year period? And they try to make an interesting story. They try to tell it. You have Gerard Butler returning. You have Marina Baccarin returning as the wife. But they did recast the son. The actor, I guess, who played the son previously wasn't around the age that they wanted to continue the story. So they brought in someone a little bit older. But yeah, they start off 5 years after the original movie. And, they kind of have an interesting ecosystem within, the caves that they're living. It doesn't last super long. That's the one thing I like about this movie is it gets the ball rolling really quickly, which I feel like is a pro and you kind of have to do within these types of movies. Like, you need fast pace, okay, action, and the pacing is solid. There was obviously a couple of lulls and a couple of character moments I wish we kind of sat in a little bit more. They kind of just jumped to the next thing, and it's like, okay, well, hey, could we have stayed in that moment a little bit longer? So it's a pro and a con, and they try to do some good character development and some character moments, and I don't know whether it's the script or Gerard Butler just calling it in, but they just weren't hitting. And what's unfortunate is a lot of it is, kind of key on him making this moment strong so then the other actors can build off of it, but because he falls short, so do the other performances. I mean, from the looks of it, everybody else was trying except for him. And I do think Gerard Butler has an amazing capability to perform on the screen, but in the last couple of movies I've seen him in, I mean, it's been really bad. Despite how To Train Your Dragon live action, but I feel like he was just able to kind of pick up where he was with the animated series. Like, it's already written, he's already played the role. That's kind of easy to come back to. But yeah, there's just a couple of times where like the line delivery, which could have been impactful, and like I kind of like imagined someone else saying these lines. I'm like, okay, like there could have been a moment there. Now it's just, okay, yeah, all right, read the script, move on. And there really is not a lot of chemistry between husband and wife, and that's kind of like the whole movie's teetering on that. The whole movie's kind of built around that. Hey, the goal is to get my wife and son safe. Well, we need to see a connection here. We need to see something so that we're motivated to get along and join you on this journey. The one thing I do want to say is with these movies, I feel like it's extremely important to have a clock. In that meaning of like, you can feel the passage of time. Hey, this felt like a month has passed. This felt like a week has passed. And this movie just, it structurally doesn't make you feel that clock. And you're kind of like, okay, hey, we're in Greenland. Now we're in France. Now we're over here. And it's just like very, very jarring and pulls you out. The characters you meet along the way, cool. I mean, I like some of these side characters. Some of them make some really dumb decisions. Other than that, I mean, yeah, you didn't feel the stakes as much because there was no ticking clock. But yeah, it's unfortunate because I do think these types of movies can be good. Like, I do like universe building in a post-apocalyptic world. Like, I would love to see, a direct sequel to Bird Box. I know that there was a Universal sequel, that takes place somewhere else, but I like those movies, and I think you can revisit them and tell a story with all these things going on. But Greenland Migration just fell super flat. And, I put these reviews out because I know it's hard to make it to the theaters and you got to be very specific with your time. So that's why I'm really going to start rating these on a, hey, is it worth it or is it not basis? And I got to say, this one is not worth it. It's not worth the money. It's not worth the time. I wouldn't even say it's worth watching it on streaming unless you really like the first one. But yeah, guys, I wouldn't go out of my way to see this. If it's on TV, I mean, maybe. But if you guys did see Greenland. I would love to hear about your opinions in the comments below. Let me know what you guys have thought. And if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing weekly movie reviews and going to try to sprinkle in some other content on the weekends. But you can look forward to seeing a review every week for every major release. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.